We welcome you to Buffalo, New York, the Buffalo Botanical Gardens in Lackawanna, just south of Buffalo, the site for today's aerial shot from Dag's DroneWorks. The Denver Nightwings are in town to take on the Queen City Corsairs. Just the third time these two teams have met, and it is the first time we're having this matchup here in Buffalo. Andy Hamilton along with my partner today, Aaron Alexander. Aaron, a battle between 2 4 and 5 teams with the playoffs looming. This is a big one.
Yeah, absolutely. Both of these teams kind of need a win here in order to keep in the conversation moving forward as playoffs approach. Queen City currently sits last in the North Division at 4-5, half a game behind the London Knights. Denver also at 4-5, a game and a half back behind Sioux Falls in the West, good for second. And it's definitely going to be a good game. I think we're going to see today. Both of these teams are really explosive offensively, and with admittedly some pretty lackluster defense that we've seen from these teams so far. It should be an exciting contest.
Both will try and fill the stats book on offense, and on defense try and minimize the other team's stats output. Speaking of our stats team, Bobby Ray Beauchamp, also known as Dwayne Schindler, and Josh Neal running the stats truck for us. Cameron Irvine producing behind the scenes as always. Aerial coverage of today's game is brought to you by Dag's DroneWorks, aerial photography and videography services in New York State. You can find them on Instagram at Dag's DroneWorks or visit their website, dagsdroneworks.com. Ball is on the tee. Denver will start by kicking it away to the hometown Queen City Corsairs. And we are just about ready to get underway for Week 12 SFL action. And we are underway as Matt Fennick sends it away, and the return man for Queen City will field it and bring it out across the 20, across the 25. And a really nice return out of Christopher Ochoa to the 27. About 40 degrees today. See some players wearing the long sleeves, other players opting to go sleeveless. And I imagine that the battle on the field will heat up between these two teams. And the only way to find out is to start with a little bit of offense. AJ Caswell, the veteran, 11th man player, the most veteran, most senior player on the field today, will start under center and will give it off to Jet Zero out of the backfield, who goes forward for 2. Rest of the Queen City offense is Chris Komasak at fullback, Doug Spelling, Deezer Powell, Christopher Ochoa at wide receiver, Hubba Kimbrell and James Matthew Jr. at tight end. And the offensive line for Queen City, Butch Menner, Odette Bourdreau, and Robert Crone round out this unit. They brought over free agents from London and Jacksonville in the offseason, and it has paid dividends for Queen City so far. Second down, another handoff, and that one is stuffed there. Denver right on the spot.
Yeah, and for all the moves that Queen City made in the offseason, you know, sometimes you just the defensive line just get a good jump to get through the hole that the back is supposed to run through, as we saw there. That one goes for no gain.
Big 3rd and 8 from the 29. Queen City trying to keep their drive alive. Fire outside, caught, and short of the line to gain. Deezer Powell makes the catch, but the tackle for Denver is better there out of Ron Hoff.
Yeah, typically with those out routes like that, we'll typically see the receiver catch the ball and then run out of bounds. However, Deezer Powell with the wherewithal to get the ball a bit early from the veteran AJ Caswell and try to turn it upfield. Unfortunately, not far enough, as Queen City is going to be forced to punt this one away.
That 3 and out is done, and Greg Morrison will send it away. Denver tries to set up for the return. This Nightwings defense off the stop will have the ball back for their offense. Riley Quintero gets the ball, and we were talking, Aaron, before the game. It was Denver's offense that really carried them back in seasons 15, 16 when they went 11-1, and even all the way back to season 13. They were 11-1 that year as well. Over 30 points a game in 2 out of those 3 years. They have over 30 points on the offensive side. It's the defense that has kind of let them down this year, 20th in points per game on the defensive side, where they were top 3 in the league in all those 3 years combined. That toss across the middle is caught, but it's the Denver defense, Aaron, that got them started here with a 3 and out.
Yeah, and it was a great job by that Denver defense that, as you mentioned, currently 20th in points per game. Back in those 3-11-1 seasons, they were below 20 points per game allowed. So definitely a bit of a different look for this Denver defense, but a great first drive for them as they give their offense the ball in decent field position.
Second play from scrimmage, stuffed in the backfield. Queen City's defense has also come to play. They stop O'Shaughnessy for a loss.
Yeah, and it's a case of both of these defenses are doing things that in previous games this season we haven't really seen them do consistently, such as stopping the run in the backfield. That one, though, a great effort by the Queen City defense to stop O'Shaughnessy in the backfield.
Two-bump coverage here. Price fires across the middle and completes. That is first down yardage for Eric Price in the offense. He's able to find Bryce Battle.
Yeah, with a risky, gutsy throw like that, you wouldn't expect Eric Price to only be a sophomore here in the SFL, but it's passes like that that make Eric Price one of the better quarterbacks in the league. He's currently second in the league in completion percentage this season, and passes like that prove that it's there for a reason.
First down again from midfield. Price pressured, throws late backside, and it's tipped away, and he's lucky that it was just tipped away, and BJ Lovelace was over there, and he knows how to intercept him.
Yeah, BJ Lovelace, one of the better intercepting linebackers in the league. He currently has 2 on the season. Also really good at pass deflections. He's in the top 10 there. That one, a bit of a risk from Eric Price, but considering the pressure from the Queen City D-line, a definitely smart decision there from the young quarterback.
2nd and 10, short drop, quick flip out. Bailey O'Shaughnessy off this left side, still on his feet. First down out to the 37. And Aaron, last week, Denver fell to Baltimore in a 38-56 barn burner. But really, when you look at the stats for this Denver offense, didn't play too bad.
Yeah, and that's been kind of the story of Denver's season so far. A lot of their games have been really close, but some of them it's just they come up against a team that they can't really get their hands on defensively. Baltimore, of course, being one of, if not the best team in the league this season, a lot of teams are going to struggle to keep up with Baltimore's offensive pace.
Denver couldn't get that going, but trying to take the lead here on this drive. Pressure coming. Price is dropped. Queen City brings the pressure, and Andre Krim, the Krim Reaper, takes him down.
Yeah, Andre Krim takes advantage of what looked like a bit of confusion on the part of Denver's offensive line. Nobody exactly on the call on who's supposed to block the DN there, but a great call by Queen City's defense to get the sack there.
2nd and 16, same little flip out to O'Shaughnessy, and he pays the price there on the outside. Let's take you through the Queen City defense as they are getting moving. Krim on defensive end will pair up with DJ Majesty, David Tilley, the defensive tackle. BJ Lovelace, Jared Crow, and Nathaniel Diggs, the linebackers. Cody Griffin, Ted Haynes, the cornerbacks, along with Jorge Torres, Maurice Lloyd, and King Jamal at safety for this Corsairs defense, trying to get off the field on 3rd and 9. They're going to fire on a wide-open corner route, and he will walk into the end zone. That is a touchdown for Logan Keel. An error from Queen City defensively results in 6 for the Nightwings. Man, what a huge throw and a wide-open receiver. I think that was Cody Griffin there working on the outside. Kind of stayed flat there and wasn't able to get back to make the play. And Denver strikes first. Their defense forces Queen City into a 3-and-out, and they end up taking the ball back, going right down the field. And a big sack from Andre Krim forced them to throw long, and when they did, an error from Queen City resulted in a Denver Nightwings lead.
Yeah, and this is the ideal start for the Denver Nightwings, getting the ball back on a 3-out and driving from the point at the end of the punt to the end zone here. Denver's going to look to try and keep this momentum up for the rest of this game.
Nightwings have the ball on the tee again. They will send it away, and it'll be Queen City getting the ball back. Their flash drive went 3-and-out. We'll see what they can do on this one. Ochoa brings it out across the 20 and only to the 22. If you're new to the SFL. The Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game all into one. Team strategies are executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website, simulationfl.net, www.simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy, and we put plenty of fans and players on the field. Queen City's offense back out here firing, and they will find James Matthews Jr. a 7-yard catch to start the drive.
Yeah, that's a good start to this drive for Queen City compared to the drive prior. They tried to get Jet Zero going early on here, but Denver's defense just a little too prepared for that. So they change it up, go to the pass at the tight end. They've got a good second down here.
4 receivers wide here. They will give it off right up the middle, and that play is stuffed. Let's take you through this Denver defense. Marlon Marshall, Hugo Reynosa, Gene Benazzi, and Igor Barbatov make up that front 4. Adam Wiseman, Jose Fuentes, and Juan Mississippi are the linebackers. Ron Hoff, Nick Kindler, and Rosca Santagria, the cornerbacks. Isaiah King III, and Josh Vasquez, the ball-hawking safeties in the secondary. 3rd and 3. Queen City gives Jet Zero right up the middle and has enough for the first down that time. Before that was averaging just 0.7 yards per carry, but was able to pick up the 3 they needed.
Yeah, and a hard-fought 3 yards there by Jet Zero. It actually looks like Marlon Marshall may be able to stop Zero in the backfield there after getting through the offensive lineman. Unfortunately, just not able to get back on his feet after dropping the lineman to the ground.
Another handoff. Zero gets some room to the outside, and Zero picks up 8 on that one, rumbling and stumbling his way to the 42.
Yeah, that play was pretty much the exact opposite of the play prior. Some great blocking from the entirety of Queen City's offensive line and receiving core there in order to get Jet Zero the opening he needed to get those 8 yards.
Running it a lot out of these wide sets here so far. They'll give it to Zero again right up the middle, and Zero has first down yardage and has the 49.
Yeah, and honestly, if you're Queen City, running the ball with Jet Zero in these more spread look packages is going to allow Jet Zero to get these bigger runs because the cornerbacks are spread out a bit farther on the field. You've got the safeties that are a bit further back playing in coverage. You've also got your linebackers maybe playing back a bit more, trying to look into coverage as well. So definitely smart by Queen City's coaching staff to try the run in these spread sets.
3 receivers wide here on 1st and 10. Here is the 3rd throw of the game. Pressure right in Caswell's face, and he almost gave it right to the defense. Ron Hoff couldn't come up with it. The pressure supplied there by Benazzi.
Yeah, Benazzi just all up in the face of AJ Caswell. Odette Boudreau, the center, doing a great job not allowing Benazzi there to really get any further than where he was. So some great blocking by this Queen City offensive line to prevent what could have been another sack on Caswell.
Caswell pumps one, stands in the pocket, delivers, and overthrew the receiver there, was trying to lead him to the middle of the field. Nice job defensively there by Denver.
Yeah, and this Denver defense has honestly impressed me so far in this game. Considering, coming into this, where they sat, like, ranking-wise defensively. This is a good look for Denver and reminiscent of what we've seen from them in seasons past.
Sometimes all it takes is the progression throughout the season to get a little bit better. Here in Week 12, you're starting to see some of those plans in place. Caswell fires on 3rd and 10 and throws an interception. Taken away there by Josh Vasquez for Denver. The Nightwings firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, Josh Vasquez, the strong safety there. Another, excuse me for a second. I have lost my words. The 6-year man, the 2 with the Nightwings, 2-time All-Star, gets just his 2nd pick on the season. But boy, was that one that Denver needed, especially if that pass was caught.
Denver takes over here at the 34-yard line, a 7-0 lead, and virtually a must-win game between the, well, all our games are virtual, but you know what I'm saying. Flip outside here, caught, and that'll be a 6-yard pickup there to the outside. Logan Keel, 2nd grab of the day. He had that big touchdown on the earlier drive.
Yeah, that earlier touchdown, good for 10 on the season for him, but that one just, great presence in the pocket by Eric Price and Logan Keel doing what Logan Keel does best on that one.
We'll go heavy formation here. Do have the fullback R.E. Mills along with Bailey O'Shaughnessy. We'll get to the rest of the offense for Denver here in just a moment. Handoff left side. O'Shaughnessy fumbles the football, and who came up with it? I believe that Queen City did. It's David Tilley that falls on it. First down, Corsairs.
Yeah, a bit uncharacteristic by O'Shaughnessy there, at least for what we've seen in his time in the minors. That one, though, his third fumble on the season. That one picked up by the defensive tackle, David Tilley. And Queen City now basically just got a free 7 yards out of the interception.
That was B.J. Lovelace who poked it out. Couldn't get the interception earlier, but forced the fumble there. Jet Zero takes it on the first carry, and he'll pick up 3. And we talked about it. Turnovers may be the key to this game, Aaron, as they try and kind of fit this defense out when they're giving up a lot of yards.
Yeah, both teams have had their fair share of takeaways so far this season. Denver coming into this with 19, Queen City with 17. Queen City, though, doesn't tend to turn the ball over much on offense. They're currently second in the league in offensive turnovers.
Give Zero through one. Jet Zero lowers the shoulder. Will not be denied the first down. He's got down to the 24.
I would have liked to see Jet Zero try to bounce that toward the sideline, especially after that second truck there on the defender. But, strong power running by Jet Zero, just lowering the shoulder and charging through not one, but 2 different Denver defenders. And Queen City now finds themselves jets outside of the Denver red zone in a desperate need to score before the end of the quarter.
Lovelace on the sideline watching his forced fumble, trying to turn it into points. Caswell has thrown it 5 times, now 6, fires. 2 receivers tried to fight over it. Catch finally made by the tight end, Hubba Kimbrell, picks up 4.
Yeah, Hubba Kimbrell, the fullback converted to tight end last season to make room for Chris Komisak, who came over from Fort Worth back in season 17, gets his first grab of the day.
That'll set them up here 2nd and 6. Caswell, 10th most attempts this season in the SFL. Instead, they'll give it to 0-0 right up the gut. Really starting to get going. Jets 0 was 13th coming into the game in carries, and they are feeding him a bunch today.
Yeah, Jet Zero has proven, especially early on in the season, if he gets going, he's hard to stop by pretty much any defense in the league. And just a good example there. Jet Zero, again, another example of the wide set working well for Queen City. Just runs it straight up the middle for a nice 12-yard gain and gets Queen City in the red zone.
Corsairs down to the 12-yard line. Single back offset to the left. Caswell fires, and that is complete. Caswell's 19th touchdown of the season is good to Deezer Powell, who has his 5th this year.
Yeah, that was just a great set of routes by Queen City's coaching staff. Kind of threw the Denver defense a little bit off. As you can see, no real coverage in the area of Deezer Powell, or a couple people reasonably Caswell could have threw to that were open. But that's 6 points on the board for Queen City, and are looking to tie this game up with the extra point from Judah Jorgen.
Man, and when Denver's defense, Aaron, locked down there against Queen City on their second drive, it just kind of felt like Denver might have the opportunity to run away with it. B.J. Lovelace pokes the ball out. It's a recovery for the Corsairs. And the extra point, though, is blocked. Queen City will still remain a single point behind Denver.
Yeah, that's not something we typically see in the SFL every day, as that extra point attempt blocked by the backup defensive tackle, Logan Mack, on that. So Queen City now, despite a great drive that coming after the B.J. Lovelace fumble, finds himself a point down on the Nightwings here with just a minute to go in the first.
Queen City kicks it back off. Denver will bring it back out across the 20-yard line. Spins Quintero out to the 23. Let's take you through this full Denver offense. We're going to, but before the O'Shaughnessy fumble. Didn't have the chance. Eric Price, second-year man, is the quarterback. Bailey O'Shaughnessy, second-year man. Those two pairing up for their sophomore season. R.E. Mills, fourth-year fullback. One-time All-Star in Season 16. Bryce Battle, Adrian Ellis, Riley Quintero, and Logan Keel, the receivers. Jeremy Mosley, Brian Murphy, the tight ends. And Randy Fatt III, the left guard, number 69, blocking in the trenches. Pressure coming, and he'll go down again! Huge sack for Queen City. Oh, man, he says Andre Krimidat.
Yeah, Andre has taken a page out of Blue Oyster Cult's book and is basically telling Eric Price, this is one Reaper that you should fear. That's Crim's second sack of the day already, and we haven't even reached the end of the first yet.
Krim came into the game with just 4 sacks to his name, already up to 6. If he gets 2 more, Aaron, he'll pass David Tilley for most on this defense for Queen City. Price moves in the pocket, feeling the pressure, has to get rid of it to O'Shaughnessy. O'Shaughnessy turns the corner and has the first down. Over 16 yards on one pass. O'Shaughnessy making up for the mistake on the last drive.
Yeah, O'Shaughnessy turning on the Jets that we've seen, especially in the minors with stints with Annapolis and Lexington. That one just a great dump off by Eric Price to O'Shaughnessy there. Queen City not really having anybody covering the short dump off there, and Denver now finds themselves in much better field position compared to they were prior.
And that will take us to the end of the first. A 1-point ball game here in Buffalo. The Corsairs down against Denver. Nightwings with the football. This is the SFL presented by APM Music right here on Twitch. We will stick right here in Buffalo. 3 receiver set, split backs here on 1st and 10 from Denver's 39-yard line. Short drop for Price. Price fires across the middle. Diving catch made for first down yardage. Logan Keel, another grab.
At first I was surprised at the effort that the receiver took to grab that ball, but this is Logan Keel we're talking about. Keel is able to do things like that almost in his sleep. Of course, Eric Price definitely deserves credit for that pass also, especially with the delayed blitz coming from the Queen City defense.
I can barely sleep in my sleep, so really impressive that Keel is doing other stuff. Single back in the backfield is O'Shaughnessy. Short drop, they'll flip it out to him, and O'Shaughnessy tackled from behind after only picking up 2. That was a nice grab out there by Jorge Torres to wrestle him down.
Yeah, and unfortunate that Torres was there, because if he wasn't able to get to O'Shaughnessy, Keel was in front of him in order to try and get an extra block. Unfortunately, not really able to do anything getting Torres from behind.
O'Shaughnessy and Mills in the backfield. Twins set. Here is Price. Price fires on the out route. Caught turning. Not going to get to the sticks, but still a nice grab there for Quintero.
Yeah, definitely thought Quintero had that first with the tackle. Unfortunately, Queen City's defender there doing a great job keeping Quintero just short of that first down marker.
2 backs in the backfield again. 4-3 look here out of Queen City on 3rd and inches. Denver right on the edge of field goal range will give it to O'Shaughnessy. Angles left and has the first down yardage out to the 33.
Kind of surprised it wasn't a run up the middle, to be honest, either by O'Shaughnessy or the fullback R.E. Mills. Denver still gets the first down here, so you can't really complain about it. I kind of question the bounce out instead of trying to run it up the gut there.
Mills just 20 carries to his name this season. Bailey O'Shaughnessy might pass 20 in the game. They'll give it to him again off this left side. And O'Shaughnessy wrestled down after picking up just 5. And it's really been O'Shaughnessy, Aaron, that's kind of led the way both in the passing and ground game.
Yeah, O'Shaughnessy is proven to be a very versatile back for Denver. Very capable of taking over in the receiving game. He's actually the highest in total receptions on the team and good for 6th in the league overall. And, of course, a more than capable halfback on the ground in his own right.
See if they give it to him again. They will not. They will throw, and Price hit as he got rid of it, and that would have been 3 for Andre Krim. had Price not just unloaded it into the turf.
Yeah, Eric Price definitely has the fear of the Reaper in him now. Andre Krim with some great penetration on Denver's offensive line, again, getting to Price before he can dump it off to O'Shaughnessy, which it looked like was the intention there.
Bunch formation, bottom of the screen on 3rd and 5, in field goal range, bump out of Queen City. Here's the throw, wide open receiver is Logan Keel, has the first down, out to the 15 to move the chains.
Yeah, great blocking again by Denver's offensive line. Eric Krim was able to get into the backfield unblocked. Unfortunately, it just a bit too far in the backfield to try and do anything before Eric Price was able to get that beautiful pass in the hands of a wide open Logan Keel.
First down and 10 at the 15-yard line. Just over 8 minutes to play here in the second quarter. This Denver drive has been moving for a while now. Queen City's defense got to be a little gassed. O'Shaughnessy falls forward as Lovelace cuts him down after picking up 2.
Yeah, big hit by Lovelace there onto O'Shaughnessy. He was only able to get 2 despite what looked like it should have been a lot more, but Lovelace with some great presence, the veteran inside linebacker doing his job incredibly well so far this game.
Gun tray right formation, bump out of Queen City, excuse me. Here is Price, fires across the middle, caught, and that's the 25th touchdown for Eric Price this season. He connects with Bryce Battle, 6 more for Denver.
Yeah, Bryce Battle getting just his 2nd touchdown reception of the season, but that's what Denver really, really needed, especially after the block extra point on Queen City's previous drive. The extra point make here by Matt Fennick turns this into an 8-point game.
Still just 1 possession, but very important to keep track of those single-point differences. A lot of times come the end of the game, that's what really makes the difference in philosophy and how these teams kind of play out against one another. Snapback, hold down, kick up and on the way, and that is good from Denver. They're in the West Division, Aaron, and they still are in the battle. Sioux Falls on a bye this week. Denver, a game and a half back. A win here would put them just 1 win behind Sioux Falls, who they beat earlier this season.
Yeah, and also the win here would put them back into the talks for making the top 12 for playoffs with 2 games left to go, excluding this one.
Very important for both Queen City and Denver trying to get a win here today. The wild card mark, really around that 5-6 win mark, is what you want to be to feel like you might have a chance, both at 4 wins here. Have you checked out video content produced by our community lately? Catch the Sim Pod every week, SFL Crunch Time and Road to Glory every Wednesday nights. SFL Nights with AJ Stryker premieres on Thursday nights. Say It With Your Chest airs Friday, and Netma can be seen all week long at 7 p.m. Eastern every week. The live show schedule is accessed through our Discord server at the top of the channel listing. Just look for the events tab. Plenty of events and shows going on to recap what's going on around SFL Nation, as well as all the players and people involved. Speaking of people involved, Jet Zero has been very involved today. That's his 10th carry.
Yeah, it's been very, very back and forth, specifically between these halfbacks here. Both O'Shaughnessy and Jet Zero currently hovering around that 50-yard mark of total offense, which has proven to be great for Denver. Queen City, though, just hasn't quite been able to replicate what Denver's done so far this game.
Zero, little stop and go, picks up 3 of the remaining 4. It'll be 3rd and a yard. Fuentes brings him down.
Yeah, Fuentes with a good eye not to get faked by the hesitation there from Jet Zero. Otherwise, he would have had that first down. Of course, Jet Zero, a very, very elusive back, but also, as we've seen earlier, very powerful also.
Caswell hit as he threw, and it's incomplete. Was just able to get it away before Reynosa could bring him down, but that incompletion will force Queen City to punt.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that Queen City has done incredibly well at this season, is not allowing AJ Caswell to be sacked. He's been sacked a league-leading 3 times this season. The least currently in the SFL. That one would have been a 4th, but Caswell, the veteran, with the wherewithal to throw that away before Reynosa could bring him down.
Morrison will try and punt this one. They'll get it away. Quintero for Denver awaits the return, and he will get wrestled down at the 36-yard line. And for Queen City's defense, Aaron, they've been on the field a lot.
Yeah, Queen City their defense is probably super, super gassed right now. Denver so far this game, 11 minutes of time of possession compared to Queen City. They've only had it for about 4.5.
Yeah, huge new piece of information from the stats team this year. Want to make sure they get their shout-outs. And huge for Denver to be on the field so much. They'll flip it out. O'Shaughnessy makes the grab, picks up 4 there to the Denver 40.
Yeah, a great out route there by O'Shaughnessy. But just another note as well. Denver's time of possession in the second quarter is just slightly more than Queen City has had so far this entire game.
Yeah, Denver really controlled that second quarter, and then when Queen City got the ball back, just went 3 and out and gave the ball right back to this Night Wings football team who on the road trying to steal a victory here. They have not been very good on the road this year. They are 1-3 on the road in their 4 road games. This their 5th one, and they are in the lead here as O'Shaughnessy will make it 3rd and 1.
Yeah, and you know, it's still early on in this game, obviously, but this at this current point, it looks like Denver's jitters on the road that we've seen from them this season have kind of alleviated, especially and probably since we're getting so close to the playoffs here.
O'Shaughnessy short on that one. Tackle made by Queen City to stop him shy of the sticks. Nathaniel Diggs wrapped him up. Let's see what Denver might do here at their own 45.
I'm surprised that we're not seeing a challenge flag here. They may go for the traditional bait and switch here, try and pull Queen City off sides. They could still snap the ball and opt not to call a timeout.
They got the offsides, and O'Shaughnessy would have had the first down anyways. So, the backup was in, but a first down for Denver nonetheless.
Yeah, a much-needed rest there for O'Shaughnessy. Skeeter Baja, the backup halfback, comes in there, and that one's going to be encroachment on number 94. That's the defense's tackle, David Tilley, jumping off sides and giving Denver a free first.
Man, oh man, that was unlucky for Queen City as their defense thought they had a stop, and they could not make the most of it and get the ball back for the offense.
Yeah, it's a bit interesting, though, that it was the defensive tackle that got caught off sides there. Usually when we see plays and calls like that, it's usually one of the ends that jumps.
New set of downs from midfield. O'Shaughnessy will get the first flip out, and O'Shaughnessy drags defenders for 8.
Yeah, good job by Logan Keel there to seal the edge to allow O'Shaughnessy to get a bit of extra yardage there, not having to worry about that corner on the outside. And O'Shaughnessy and this Denver Nightwings team just continue to push this ball downfield, much to the dismay of the Corsairs.
Two backs in the backfield. 4-3 look out of Queen City. Give O'Shaughnessy right up the middle, smooth through the defensive front 7 and into the secondary for first down yardage.
Yeah, that first down, exactly what Denver needed. O'Shaughnessy, of course, proving he's just as elusive as powerful as Jet Zero.
Shotgun look here, gun split pro. They like to run some out routes out of this. We'll see what they do. There are the 2 out routes, and that throw is tipped away. Oh my gosh, a huge opportunity for Griffin, who read the route perfectly.
Yeah, Cody Griffin, the interception leader just a season ago, currently in his sophomore season. His performance last year able to get him into the All-Star game. One of, and I think honestly the only rookie that made it to the All-Star game last season. Gets a big deflection there for the Corsairs.
They'll go 5 wide. This is with a formation they scored their touchdown out of on an XA post route. We'll see what Price can do on 2nd and 10. He'll throw across the middle. That catch is made for first down yardage. They ran all slants to Bryce Battle, and he has his 3rd grab of the day.
Yeah, just a great call out of the 5 wide formation. They're going with all slants. Had a couple people open. He could have gotten that one to the rookie Adrian Ellis, but saw his man Bryce Battle in the middle with a bit too little pressure on him from the defender and gets a great ball into the hands of Battle there.
1st and 10 now from the 21-yard line. A little bit over 3 minutes to go. Denver has held onto the football really well. Flip outside, O'Shaughnessy turns upfield and pushed out of bounds after picking up 8.
Yeah, a bit looked like a start of a wheel route there by O'Shaughnessy. Price throws it a bit before O'Shaughnessy can cut that route upfield, but still after the pass gets the cut needed, and Denver now again just right on the edge of the end zone here on the Queen City 13.
Ace quads formation, 2 tight ends on the field. Here's Price to throw. Will fire the out route underneath to Mosley, and Mosley will pick up a couple more. It'll be 1st and goal from the 4.
Yeah, Mosley, the tight end here, haven't really seen him thrown to all that much so far in this one. Only had 4 grabs last game against Baltimore. But Denver has proven that they're not above using all of their weapons to their advantage.
Split back heavy formation, goal line out of Queen City. They give up the middle. R.E. Mills, oh, just to the goal line. Was trying to find pay dirt for the fullback.
That's heartbreaking as a fellow fullback for Mills not to get into the end zone there. But a good stop by Queen City's defense to stop R.E. Mills just centimeters from crossing the plane.
Would have been the 1st of the season for Mills, 2nd of his career. Instead, they'll go under center from the goal line. They'll give O'Shaughnessy, and he is in for the touchdown. Denver strikes again. O'Shaughnessy has his 7th touchdown this season on the ground.
Yeah, O'Shaughnessy just has proven to be kind of the catalyst for Denver's offense, either through the run game and probably more prevalently, through the passing game as well. Currently 2nd as far as total receiving yards out of all of Eric Price's targets so far this game.
And they will line it up now, up by 14, 20-6. This extra point up and good. 21-6. Denver has come out and controlled the game, Aaron.
Yeah, absolutely. Denver, with that drive, just adding more to their already ridiculous time of possession that they've had so far this game, easily controlling, like a 70-80% total time of possession so far. Queen City just hasn't been able to keep up. Their defense has been on the field way too much, and their offense hasn't really been able to help in that regard.
They've ran 10 more plays than Queen City has today. The Corsairs offense, at times, Aaron, as we reach the 2-minute warning, 21-6, Denver over Queen City, Week 12 Simulation Football League action right here on Twitch. Andy Hamilton along with Aaron Alexander. And Queen City back with the football at times has given it to Jet Zero almost at double the rate that they've thrown the football. They give it to him again, and that time he gets right up the middle for 1st down yardage. That his 12th carry. They've thrown it, Aaron, just 8 times.
Yeah, and I from a Queen City perspective, I can see why they like giving the ball to Jet Zero that much, but Denver has started to slowly clue into what Queen City is trying to do, and it's resulted in these 3-and-out drives that Queen City has had, and has resulted in such a skewed time of possession between the two teams.
Almost feels like any time Zero is tackled at less than 3 yards a clip on a drive, it's a 3-and-out. We don't really have advanced stats to look into that one, and they could have used some advanced stats on that throw. Overthrowing Ochoa was A.J. Caswell.
Yeah, that's another thing that we don't typically see, especially out of a veteran like Caswell. He doesn't really overthrow his receivers very often. That one, I think Ochoa just was supposed to be a bit farther on the route than he was. Maybe he got bumped the line that caused a bit of miscommunication or misglances between the two. I can't really say.
4 receivers out. They'll give it to Zero again. Zero tackled there, and there's an example of what we were talking about. Barbatov, the defensive tackle, brings him down. It's still 3rd and 9.
Yeah, and like I mentioned earlier, eventually, and there's a prime example of it, the Denver defense is going to clue on to what Queen City is trying to do and are going to shut it down and shut it down quickly.
Four receivers wide. Empty set here for A.J. Caswell. This will be his 10th throw of the game. Caswell fires deep on the corner route. It's complete! And what a way for Deezer Powell to surpass 10,000 career yards. And with that big toss there from Caswell.
Yeah, realistically, if Deezer Powell wanted to, he probably could have turned that upfield and just darted to the end zone. There wasn't really anybody in front of him that I saw from the angles that we had up here in the booth. But smart by Deezer Powell to step out of bounds after that grab and stop the clock here for Queen City.
Huge first down, and that is 10,000 yards for Deezer Powell. Congratulations, Deezer, on all of your efforts. Played in New Orleans for a while, and back here in Queen City, capped it off. Flip over across the middle, James Matthews Jr. down to the 25. Now the Corsairs going hurry up.
Yeah, and I honestly, I think it's smart for Queen City to go hurry up here because this formation's working for them.
Caswell fires, caught, Powell, one-on-one, no, excuse me, that's Doug Spelling who hauls it in.
Yeah, Doug Spelling, the second-year man. For some reason, I thought it was a rookie. That shows where my mind is right now. Though the sophomore Doug Spelling just gets a great grab over Nick Kindler to bring that ball down at the 4-yard line. And Queen City, after calling the timeout, now has 37 seconds and 4 downs to try and get in the end zone and get this game back to 1 score here before halftime.
Goal line look here for Denver. 2 tight ends on the field for Queen City. Caswell looks to throw, caught, touchdown, James Matthews Jr., and Queen City strikes back.
Yeah, James Matthews Jr. In that game last week against Sioux Falls handled pretty much all of the work for the Queen City offense. 10 receptions for 119 yards and a touchdown. They decide to go to him again twice on this one, and both times have been exactly what Queen City needed in order to keep their drive alive. And now Queen City looking to take this one back within 8.
Both quarterbacks have 2 touchdown passes today, both with QBRs over 100, as Caswell able to find James Matthews Jr. for the score. Low snap on the extra point. This one, though, is up and good. 13-21. Lead cut back down to 8 with 34 to go here in the first half.
Yeah, and honestly, if you're Queen City, that's what you need at this point. Granted, it was a very, very quick drive, so as far as time of possession goes, it's still very, very skewed towards Denver. But if Queen City can keep up drives like that, Denver's going to be hard-pressed to step up the pace of their offense to keep pace with the Corsairs.
Kick is away, and this return will come out across the 20, and we'll see with about 30 seconds to go what Denver can get going.
Realistically, if I'm Denver, I'm just going to hand the ball off to Bailey O'Shaughnessy, let the remaining time on the clock run out, and go into halftime, since the Nightwings do get the ball back at half, because Queen City's the one that started us off, which results in that opening 3-and-out.
4 receivers wide, 1 back in the backfield here on first down. Price stands in the pocket, dumps one across the middle, caught, and that'll be good for 9, and Denver doesn't look in a hurry to get back to the line.
Yeah, and realistically, they shouldn't be. Bryce Battle gets his 3rd grab. So close to getting the first down, but Denver, I think, is just going to let this time run out since, like I mentioned, they do get the ball back at the half. Just going to take it into the halftime and give their offense a much-needed rest going into the second half.
Here's the handoff, O'Shaughnessy, first down. Oh, look out! He might be O'Shaughnessy, and he is! With time expired in the first half, Bailey O'Shaughnessy shocks Queen City and puts 6 on the board for Denver.
Well, I thought that we were just going to see the end of the half there. Bailey O'Shaughnessy says, oh, heck no, I still need some spotlight on me in this one. And despite getting caught up on all manner of both Nightwing and Corsair's bodies, O'Shaughnessy finds an opening and is, as you said, O'Shaughnessy, 75 yards to the end zone.
Man, what a run, what a juke, what a move to get to the outside and find the space.
I speak for, I think, all of us when I say I did not see that one coming, but good on Denver. They're going to be back up at least 14 if this extra point doesn't get blocked, and they get the ball back as soon as this play ends.
Snapback, hold down, kick up and on the way, and Denver makes it 28-13 at the half with a shocking play to end the first half. A big run from Bailey O'Shaughnessy. That is the end of one half of football right here from Buffalo, New York. And it's all Denver, 28-13 as we return. Simulation Football League action presented by APM Music. Week 12 SFL action as Denver at 4-5 was taking on Queen City at 4-5. It looked like an 8-point game at the half. Queen City lets Bailey O'Shaughnessy get loose, and now Quintero a little bit loose out there to the 27. Denver will get the ball back, and Aaron, they've really controlled it.
Yeah, very, very balanced attack for Denver. Almost double the amount of total yards that Queen City has had, and I'm gonna keep mentioning time of possession because Denver very, very handily in control of that. More than double total time of possession between the Nightwings and the Corsairs so far this week.
5 wide, Price fires. That one tipped up and incomplete. New chatter to the group. Brave Leo wants to know what he's watching. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game all into one. Team strategies are executed in real time by our simulation as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy, and we can put you, Brave Leo, right into the action here in our beautiful game. Price flips outside here. O'Shaughnessy with the run will pick up 8.
Yeah, another one of those short dump-off passes to O'Shaughnessy there, which Queen City has proven to not really have much against. They've been able to stop O'Shaughnessy short a handful of times, but there's more often than not, it'll usually go for 5 yards plus.
Price thrown it 22 times, 7 of which have gone to Bailey O'Shaughnessy. Next leading receivers are Keel and Battle. Both have 4 catches respectively. Offsides free play they give O'Shaughnessy. Another carry out to the left side. That'll be a first down play.
Yeah, I think even without the jump there would have been a first down for Denver. They're going to take the extra yards, though, I think. As that was Andre Krim that got caught off sides this time. The Krim Reaper a bit too antsy to try and put a bit more fear into Eric Price, but that time it doesn't play well for the Corsairs.
And that'll set them up 1st and 10 here at the 40. Four wide receivers to the bottom. Price fires underneath. Caught and out of bounds there, picking up 5.
Yeah, that's Logan Keel on that one again, picking up his 5th catch of the day. Good for 64 yards total so far. Currently tied with Bailey O'Shaughnessy as far as total reception yards goes.
2 backs in the backfield again. 4-3 look here out of Queen City on 2nd down. Short drop, quick throw outside, and that one was nearly sniped away by the defense. Griffin, and you just got to think, Aaron, one of these times he's going to get one of those.
Yeah, a part of me is surprised that they're continuing to try and pressure Cody Griffin. Like, last season and this season, completely different overall, but Cody Griffin has shown that he's more than able and more than willing to snatch a ball out the air if it's thrown his way. He's got 3 so far this season.
Shotgun look here on 3rd and 5. Looking to throw it across the middle, and that one's complete. First down yardage there to Mosley, the tight end.
That's just another one of those needle threading passes that causes you to kind of clinch up because you're afraid of what's going to happen if you're a fan of Denver. But Jeremy Mosley with great awareness there, and Eric Price again with just the softest of touches to thread that needle around BJ Loveless to get that first down.
15-point lead for Denver, trying to extend it on this drive. 3 wide, Price looks to throw, fires, and Keel could not be more open in the middle of the field.
Yeah, unfortunate that it wasn't really able to get up momentum. A bit of an enemy for Logan Keel on that one, but if he was any more open, he would have been absolutely gone to the end zone. As you can see from the replay there, if he was just able to turn it outfield, he only had the two safeties coming in. But if he was able to, keep up and keep running down the middle, Denver would be up 35-13 right now.
Over 200 yards for Eric Price on 20 completions, 80% completion percentage. Split back spread here, pressure coming, and Price barely got it away. It's incomplete.
Ooh, that time it was the defensive tackle David Tilley on the pressure there, and Eric Price again. Another one of those moments where you're tightened up trying to figure out what's going to happen. And Price, despite being a sophomore, has shown incredibly veteran presence in the pocket, able to drop that one forward before the sack by Tilley.
2 in the backfield in a split formation, right up the gut with O'Shaughnessy, and he'll get tackled. It'll be 3rd and 9 for the 25. Important play here for Queen City.
Yeah, Queen City absolutely wants to stop the Nightwings here and just keep them to a field goal. Denver, at this point, they don't need the end zone. They're perfectly content to kick a field goal here that puts them up by 18, I think. That's how that math works.
Indeed, 5 wide here. Slants coming, throw across the middle, caught. Did he hold on to it? No, incomplete for Denver.
Yeah, it definitely looked initially that Quintero did get his hands on that one. Unfortunately, the hit by the Corsairs defender popped it out of his hands. I believe that was... Oh, goodness. I think that was Ted Hayes, the quarterback, that popped that one out of Quintero's hands. And we're going to see Fennec come out and kick roughly a 36, 37-yarder here.
Yeah, Fennec will come out, and with 8:12 to go in the third, Queen City's hold is what will stand here for the time being. We'll have to see if Fennec can extend it to an 18-point lead, which would make it 3 scores. Low snap, kick up, and on the way, and it is a 3-score ball game from 42 yards. Fennec's kick is good to make it 31-13.
Yeah, and like I mentioned, Denver's perfectly content to take that 42-yarder from the boot of Fennec because they're up by 15. It's more than a 2-score game, kind of at this point. And Denver's defense has proven they're more than capable of stopping Queen City almost whenever they want.
Kick is off from Fennec. Ochoa will await the return and bring it off his own goal line. Out across the 20, and Ochoa out to the 23. The SFL has partnered with Laser to deliver digital SFL player trading cards to its players and viewers starting this postseason exclusively on the SFL's Twitch broadcast, right where you are right now. Viewers every 30 minutes will be issued one of 18 trading cards, or you can buy the entire pack through Laser's store and receive the complete set of common, uncommon, rare, and ultra-rare memorabilia. Visit laser.gg and click Join Alpha to connect to your Twitch account. SFL and Laser just announced this week, Aaron. I'm looking forward to collecting some cards this offseason during the playoffs.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree with you there. And part of me is hopeful that at some point, obviously it's not going to be in the offseason or in the postseason, but at some point we're going to see some broadcaster cards come out. That's going to be exciting.
There you go. There you go. I'd love to get a Chris Curtis card. That would be my favorite. 4 receivers wide, single back in the backfield. They'll give up the middle, and Jet Zero. That knocked the crud out of me. Jet Zero gets the crud knocked out of him and is yards short of the line to gain.
Yeah, that run by Jet Zero going exactly nowhere after the completion prior to Deezer Powell. Queen City, though, a bit of a comfortable position, being it's 31, definitely a makeable third down, but
they give 0 up the middle, and it is makeable, and it is indeed made out to the 36-yard line.
yeah, that one 4 yards by Jet Zero, and good enough for a crucial first down here for Queen City. And if you're the Corsairs, you need to start moving this ball quickly. Otherwise, you're probably going to be staring at this mirror for the rest of the game in the scoreline.
3 receivers wide here, and Caswell, deep drop, will chuck underneath. That one is caught and out of bounds for a pickup of 8. Brave Leo says, always wanted to stream something like this. Glad you guys were able to make it happen with commentary even. Brave Leo, appreciate you for being here. You should join our Discord community, and hey, maybe someday you can broadcast some games for the SFL. Our broadcasting team always looking to add new talent. I always think they're trying to replace me, and one of these days they just might. And Aaron bravely will remain silent on that topic. I love it, Aaron. Give up the middle. Jet Zero through a man, and we'll get out to the 49.
The reason I'm holding my tongue there is because if they're trying to replace you, that means I might be next. So
always got to watch out for who's coming behind us, and it sounds like Brave Leo is on his way. We look forward to seeing you in the Discord, sir. Can't wait to make you a valued member of our community, much like Josh Neal on our stats group, who's in the SFLM this year. Can't wait to see where he lands in the upcoming drafts. Give up the middle. Jet Zero still on his feet, picks up 8.
Yeah, this drive has been going really, really well for Queen City so far. I still think they need to step the pace up. I think they need to trust the ball to the hands of AJ Caswell to try and get some deep balls downfield, because I don't think at this pace that Queen City is going to be able to catch up to the Nightwings.
Very balanced. 17 runs for 0, 15 throws for Caswell. Make it 16 on this one, and that one's deflected. Incomplete. Juan Mississippi gets the hand to it.
Yeah, the rookie Juan Mississippi there, coming over in the draft from Ottawa, where our very handy stats man Josh Neal is playing in the minors this season. Gets a very, very crucial deflection there, and Queen City now finds themselves with 3rd and short.
2 receivers, bottom of the screen. 4-3 look here out of Denver's defense. Single back is Jet Zero. Could he pick up the 2 yards? They won't ask him to just yet. Caswell fires underneath, caught. Matthews Jr., first down.
Yeah, looked like Matthews Jr. might have been stopped a bit short there, but falls forward on the hit, and Queen City now has another first down, and this time it's one in Denver territory.
4 receivers wide, 4 down linemen for Denver. Caswell, short drop, quick throw, and that one's caught. Oh, Powell slips the defender and has 9.
I think we may see a challenge flag on that one. I think Deezer Powell might have just gotten past the first down marker on that one. But looks like they're just going to take second inches, probably hand this ball off to Jet Zero, or we may see Chris Comasack get involved for the first time this game.
Haven't heard from Comasack, haven't heard from Ochoa in the passing game. Those two not involved just yet. 4 receivers wide. Zero, the lone back in the backfield. Dime look out of Denver. They'll give Zero the carry, and he has plenty of room to pick up the first down. Inside of field goal range now.
Yeah, inside of field goal range, just outside of the red zone here is Queen City. Another great run by Jet Zero for that first. And honestly, if you're Queen City, this balanced attack is definitely working. I just think they need to step up the pace of their game.
Give Zero again. He'll pick up 3, and I'm with you, Aaron. I think the more times you hand it off for 3 or 4 yards, the bigger this deficit becomes, because you're playing yourself, but you're playing Denver, you're playing their defense, you're playing their offense, but you're also playing the time that's left on the clock. And with the way that Denver has controlled the football in this game, you may only get the ball 3 more times max.
Yeah. And if Denver keeps scoring the way that they've been scoring, Queen City's not going to be able to catch up.
Zero, not going to get there. He'll pick up 5, 3rd and 2.
Yeah, another very, very key third down situation here for Queen City. They're inside of the Denver red zone now. They need that 2 yards to refresh their down marker. Otherwise, we're probably going to see a field goal attempt from Judah Jorgen.
Pair slot right formation. 4-3 look out of Denver's defense. Here is Caswell to throw. Fires outside, way, way off the mark. And that'll bring up 4th and 2. And I think you got to go for this.
A part of me agrees with you, but I think being that we're in the third and not in the fourth, they're probably just going to accept the 3 here from Judah Jorgen and try and regroup on defense and stop what has been an explosive Denver offense on their next drive.
Dorgan will come out, try and cut into this lead a little bit. 3:08 to go in the third. Stopped at Denver's 17-yard line. Snapback, hold down. They've had an extra point block. Dorgan gets this one away and is good from 33, now 16-31.
Yeah, 15-point lead still here for Denver. Definitely within the realm of a comeback here for Queen City, but they desperately need to stop Denver on Denver's offense, and we're probably going to keep saying this until we're blue in the face. Queen City needs to step up the pace of their offense if they have any hope of trying to tie or win this game.
Kick is away. Just a 2-score game now. Quintero will bring this out from about 5 yards deep in the end zone. Quintero still on his feet and will get out to the 28-yard line. Visit the SFL website at simulationfl.net for links to apparel from Sector 6 and SFL mini helmets from 97 Sports Promotions, plus features from our content team, including Swamp Talk, Power Rankings, What We Learned, the Read Option, and Talent Factories feature series. See all the league records, team stats, player leaderboards, the rankings of the next class of SFL talent, and so much more. Simulationfl.net, your home for everything SFL. Keel, another grab on the outside, spins once and has the 48-yard line.
Yeah, what a spin move from Logan Keel there. Again, just making it look too easy out there on the field. That one good for a first down. He's going to be down at the 40. Poor Cody Griffin just got absolutely dusted with that spin move. I feel bad for the sophomore on that one.
Queen City's defense forced a fumble earlier in the game. A turnover could be big here late in this one. 2-score game, trying to get back into it. 3 receivers wide, single back in the backfield. They'll flip outside here. Keel, another grab, turns back upfield and has the first down again to midfield.
Yeah, 2 passes, 2 10-yard grabs by Logan Keel. Denver has taken a page out of Queen City's book, and they're the ones that have started to step up the pace of their offense here already at midfield after just 2 or 3 plays.
3 receivers wide here. Price under center will play action. Price going to float it backside, and going up over the top was Logan Keel. A 9-yard grab on that one, right over the head of Cody Griffin.
What an absolute thing of beauty by Logan Keel on that one. Just the hang time to get over the cornerback in Cody Griffin. And goodness gracious, that was a gorgeous catch by Keel there.
Bump out of Queen City. Price pumps once, fires across the middle, caught. Another completion to Bryce Battle. Eric Price can do no wrong.
Yeah, Eric Price is starting to get a hot hand here, and it spells bad news for Queen City. The one of the most automatic quarterbacks that we've seen in the league as of late, just putting in an absolute showcase here late in the third.
Under a minute to go here in this third quarter. Price pumps once, stands in the pocket, delivers the throw, and that's picked off! Speaking of doing no wrong, the commentator's curse gets to him. King Jamal with the pick.
Yeah, King Jamal, the rookie out of... I'm sorry, he is not a rookie at all. Goodness gracious. The 4th-year man gets interception number 7 on the season, and now I feel bad for Eric Price for saying anything about his hot hand.
He has been having quite the game, was 24 of 31 for 267 yards, and on his 32nd throw, throws it away to Queen City, and the Corsairs will take over at the 10-yard line. 3 receivers wide for Caswell, who will look to throw on first down and find James Matthews Jr., pickup of 8.
Yeah, and Queen City has been utilizing both of their tight ends really well this game. One thing that I can really praise them for here, both Kimbrell and Matthews have been targeted roughly the same amount of times. And considering that Matthews so far this season has been the go-to tight end, it's nice to see Kimbrell get some looks as well.
He'll give it up the middle. Jet 0 with the carry, and 0 will rumble his way down to the Queen City 29-yard line.
That's the type of run that Queen City needs at this point. I still think they need to up the pace of their offense, especially as we're approaching the end of the third here. They're only down by basically 2 scores, but I don't think with the way that they're playing, they're going to have enough time in the fourth to get the scores they need to catch up to Denver.
1st and 10 from the Queen City 29, but not before we head to the fourth quarter. 3 quarters down, 11 minutes to decide who walks away at 5-5 in this one. Denver on top of Queen City. Simulation Football League action presented by APM Music. I'm Andy Hamilton. I'm joined in the booth by Aaron Alexander, Dwayne Schindler, and Josh Neal on stats. Cameron Irvine producing all the games behind the scenes for us. And Queen City has a new set of downs. Caswell fires and throws a pick. Intercepted back the other way. That's Rosca Santagria. 6 for the Nightwings.
Rosca Santagria gets interception number 3 on the season, gets his first pick 6. That's just his second pick 6 in his career there, and Santagria, the corner, just great coverage, great awareness to snag that ball out the air, and Queen City now finds himself potentially down 22 here just 7 seconds into the fourth quarter.
Man, oh man, Caswell throws the interception, and Santagria takes it the distance for Denver, and that is a rough way for the Corsairs to start this fourth quarter.
Yeah, absolutely not what you want if you're a Corsairs fan, is to see that. But that one from Fennec through.
38-16, a 22-point lead for Denver, a 3-score game again, just when Queen City looked like they might have the chance to start climbing back into it. Rosca Santagria rewrites the story for the Nightwings and says, hey, forget about that interception, Mr. Price, I gotcha. Santagria makes it a 3-score game again. Return here by Ochoa out to the 23. APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. 4 receivers wide here. Queen City's offense right back out on the field, and they will give it right up the middle. Jet 0, and he gets stuffed after getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, again, I'm going to keep saying it until it gets through somebody's head. Queen City needs to start, specifically, they need to start passing the ball more. They need to start passing the ball deep more in order to try and bring any semblance of a comeback into this one.
From the throw, flip out Jet 0, and 0 just back to the line of scrimmage again. Denver defending this 1 yard like it means everything.
If you're Denver, especially at this point, it's smart for them. Granted, they don't really need to score anymore, but stopping Queen City here means that they can focus more on running the clock out than playing defense.
3 wide here is Caswell, holds onto it, fires, and there is a flag that comes in late. We'll have to see what that was.
Pass interference, maybe?
Check with Ref 62. Stripes is going to call that pass interference, and that one will go against Denver.
Yeah, that's going to be Fuentes, the linebacker, called for defensive pass interference. A big break for Queen City there, as I believe that's going to give them another first down.
First down, Queen City. Corsairs trying to get back into it, 3 scores down. 9:49, still plenty of time to go here in the fourth, but can you score fast enough and then either get the onside kick or get a stop out of your defense? Caswell stands, throws, caught. Kimbrell picks up 7.
Yeah, and another great pass to one of the 2 tight ends set up here that Queen City has going. Kimbrell gets catch number 3 on the day, looking to double his production so far for the season at this point.
4 wide, single back is 0 on 2nd and 3. 0 has the first down and across midfield. And Aaron, we talked about Denver in the West just being a game and a half behind Sioux Falls, who's off this week. So a win here would put them just one single game back, or a half game back, I should say, of Sioux Falls in that Western Conference. In the North, Queen City sitting at the bottom, currently at 4-5. A loss certainly would not help their cause in the division. May, even hurt them in the wild card and may ultimately be, potentially the end of their run. Queen City, for everything they've done this season, a 6th loss would make it very tough to find a wild card spot.
Yeah, absolutely. A loss here puts Queen City 6 games behind Baltimore for the lead, would put them 2 games behind London. And you were actually right at the first. The win here would put Denver a full game back of Sioux Falls, as they have 10 games to their credit, while Denver at the moment only has 9.
Flip out there. Queen City now down to the 24. But for the Corsairs, I mean, you said it there, to be over 1 full game back of London, and London's not in the playoffs right now. They're still fighting for some of those wild card spots. They are at 12 coming into the week, so just on that one side of the line, and only, really based off of the Common Games win over Tulsa. So, for Queen City to be below them is really putting them in the mix and really puts them at threat with a loss here if they can't get back into this one. 4 wide here, single back is Jet 0. Caswell will give to 0 again, and 0 runs forward and picks up the first down to the 14.
Yeah, Jet 0 putting in work on the ground again, looking to try and close this game up even a little bit before Denver gets the chance to try to run the clock out here.
Denver at 4-5, not in the wild card conversation, but at 5-5, certainly would be starting to be part of that group. If they could get to 6-5, they would really be in that conversation. Throw across the middle, one-handed grab for the score! Oh, backs into the end zone. Matthews Jr., his 2nd of the day.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, what a grab by James Matthew Jr. there. One-handed backwards, falls into the end zone. What a great score by Queen City. James Matthews trying to pull his best Logan Keel impression on that grab, and he does one better on that one. Absolutely gorgeous play by Queen City to get that score.
And that cuts it to a 16-point lead, makes it 2 scores. An extra point here would make it 15, and they would only need 1 2-point conversion at that rate. Dorgan has had an extra point blocked. This snap a little bit low. This kick is up and good. Now 23-38, 15 points is the deficit.
Yeah, that one looked close to being blocked yet again, but a breath of fresh air for Queen City. That one able to go through, and they find themselves back 15 points down with 7.5 to go here in the fourth.
Caswell has thrown 3 touchdowns today out of 17 throws. That's a pretty good touchdown to completion ratio if I've ever heard one. Kick is away. Quintero will bring it off the goal line, out across the 20. Quintero spins and out to the 27, and now Aaron, it's really on the defense. Can you get the ball back?
Yeah, they have to either force some kind of turnover, or they have to force a 3-and-out here. Otherwise, Denver at this point, it's all clock control. That is the primary focus of Denver's offense at this point is purely clock control. They've already controlled time of possession for this entire game. They just need to keep doing what they've been doing, and they'll have this game well in hand.
O'Shaughnessy stuffed right at the line. They'll give him 1 yard.
In fact, just looking at the time of possession numbers here, the only quarter that Queen City held the ball more than Denver was back in the third, and it was like 7 seconds difference.
2 bump here out of Queen City's defense. Single back is O'Shaughnessy again. They've given him the ball 13 times on the ground, 7 through the air. They'll flip across the middle. Caught. It'll be 3rd and 2. Bryce Battle makes another grab.
Yeah, another great grab by Bryce Battle there. Eric Price has been spreading the ball out decently well between his main 3 receivers, his primary tight end, and his halfback in O'Shaughnessy. And, it's proven to be the key to success so far in this game for Denver.
Flip outside. That's caught. 1st down yardage. They complete. Riley Quintero, just his 2nd catch of the day.
Yeah, his 2nd catch on a uncharacteristic 4 targets. We usually see Quintero's name called a lot more in these games for the Nightwings, but he's taken more of an understated role, more of a wide receiver 3 role here behind Keel and Battle, but again, it's shown that it's worked out so far for the Nightwings.
Mills along with O'Shaughnessy in the backfield. They'll give it to O'Shaughnessy. He'll shake off one. O'Shaughnessy finally tackled at the 47.
Yeah, O'Shaughnessy continues to be an absolute bright spot in the backfield for Denver. Depending on how the rest of this game goes, he may go 100 rushing, 100 receiving in this game, which would be an absolutely impressive feat.
Give O'Shaughnessy stuffed in the backfield. David Tilley makes the play.
Sometimes I just need to keep my mouth shut, because just as I was saying that O'Shaughnessy was potentially going to hit 100 rushing, 100 receiving, he gets absolutely blasted in the backfield by David Tilley, the defensive tackle there.
Third and 8. Price pumps once. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it on the backside and throws an interception. Taken away by Maurice Lloyd.
Yeah, Maurice Lloyd, the 2nd-year free safety, comes up big on an overthrown pass intended for Bryce Battle, or actually with that look, underthrown pass meant for Bryce Battle. Andre Krim coming in to bring some pressure on Eric Price again, and if you're Queen City, that's step 1 of what you need to try and get back into this game and potentially either win or take it to overtime.
3 receivers wide, single back in the backfield. Caswell, 5-step drop fires. Outside caught. Powell picks up 9, and here we go.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of 9-yard catches from Powell so far this game. It's unsettling almost.
Throwing again. Backside. Matthews Jr. is there.
Another big pass to the tight end. Queen City's starting to cook now. AJ Caswell getting that hot hand.
He's laid up to the line. He'll try and hurry his way there. 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. Over 4 minutes to play. Caswell pumps, fires, caught. Picks up 9. That one was Ochoa's first grab of the day. Throwing again. Caswell fires across the middle, and it's intercepted. Rosca Santagria, we saw him dance on draft night. We'll see if he'll dance at home here. 2 picks for Rosca Santagria today, and Denver might have just closed this one out.
I mean, honestly, if you're the stat man Rosca Santagria with 2 picks and a pick, one of those being a pick 6, if he's not dancing in the backfield, then nobody's dancing in Denver right now.
The Nightwings up by 15 through a pick, and now got the ball back via the hands of Rosca Santagria, and now they just have the opportunity to kill the clock.
Yeah, and with just under 4 minutes, that's all Denver needs to do at this point.
O'Shaughnessy tackled by Lovelace inbounds, and the clock will roll, and Denver will add some more time of possession. And I tell you what, Aaron, if there's anything that Denver has done a lot of today, it's control the football.
Yeah, absolutely. Even before this drive, over 20 minutes total time of possession. Queen City, though, they've definitely picked up the pace here in the second half. They're at 16 now. That fourth quarter, almost as much time of possession as they had in the first half combined.
Another give. O'Shaughnessy will pick up a couple more. 3rd and 4 now.
Yeah, and honestly, I think at this point, both of these teams are content to just let the clock run. Denver, of course, because they're up by 15. Queen City, because their defense at this point is probably super exhausted with how long they've been on the field.
Under 3 minutes to play here. 2 receivers top of the formation as we close in towards the 2-minute warning. Tackle inbound should take us there. O'Shaughnessy in the backfield. They'll give it to him off this right side, and he will get tackled for a loss. Nice job by B.J. Lovelace to wrap him up, and that will force a punt out of Denver. So not all said and done here, Aaron. Still under 2 minutes to go here after the 2-minute warning, and Queen City will get the football with a chance. You never know in these SFL games. Crazier things have happened, but not before the 2-minute warning. 38-23, Denver trying to hold on to this one. Queen City trying to get back into it. Week 12 Simulation Football League action on Twitch. Andy Hamilton along with Aaron Alexander, Dwayne Schindler and Josh Neal on stats, Cameron Irvine producing the game behind the scenes. 2 minutes to play here, and from the 32, the punter is on for Denver. Queen City comes after it. Oh, almost got there. And Ochoa will return out to the 34. Coverage of the Simulation Football League on Next Level Sports continues Saturday, April 9th. DC Dragons have their eye on their first trip to the playoffs in 7 years and welcome the Fury of Las Vegas to DC. Then the West Division is on the line as this Denver team meets Sioux Falls in a rematch from an overtime thriller earlier this year. The race for the playoffs is heating up. Visit NLSE.com to find Next Level Sports in your area. Caswell finds Jet Zero out of the backfield. Zero over to the right, picks up 9, gets out of bounds.
Yeah, some great time management here by Queen City. They're looking to try and score here realistically sometime within the next 30 to 45 seconds. Granted, they needed a 2-point conversion and an onside kick recovery in order to potentially take this game into OT. But it's looking possible still here for Queen City.
4 wide for Caswell. Against a 4-3 look. Here is the throw outside. That one is caught. 1st and 10 to the 47.
Yeah, and this is what Queen City needs. Just quick, short passes immediately. Let's hit my microphone there. Sorry about that. Immediately gets out of bounds, giving Queen City time to plan, time to figure out what they want to do, then get back to the line and not have to exhaust their offense running the hurry up.
4 receivers wide, single back offset to the left. 3-2 look here out of Denver. Looking to throw it. Fires, caught. 1st down to the 40.
Yeah, just great ball there. They're going to go into the hurry up now since that one didn't go out of bounds.
Fires, caught. 1st down to the 26.
Still in the hurry up.
Ochoa again. Another grab there for him. Caswell looks to throw, fires deeper down the field. That one's caught by Spelling.
Queen City looking like they may score here.
Dime look here from Denver. Pumps once. Caswell fires end zone. Tipped away. Santagria.
Woo! Santagria gives Denver a much-needed breather with Queen City breathing down the shadow of the end zone here. 7 seconds to a minute to go. Definitely can potentially score here and maybe take this game to overtime, rather. Excuse me.
Caswell in a empty backfield will take a 5-step drop, fires out of bounds. Powell catches and picks up 4, 3rd and 6.
Yeah, at this point, this next ball needs to go into the end zone. Otherwise, we're 100% seeing Queen City go for this on 4th and whatever it is to the end zone at that point.
Corsairs do have all 3 timeouts, so if this play is not a score, or if they get in the end zone and they kick the onside, they don't get it, they can get the ball back with 3 good defensive plays. 4 receivers wide, 3-2 look here out of Denver. Caswell has jet 0 in the backfield, will look to throw. Caswell under pressure, and he's cut down! Adam Wiseman with the sack!
Adam Wiseman taking a page out of the soccer player's book there, cutting out the knee of Caswell. Granted, in soccer, that'd probably be a red card, but that's neither here nor there.
Just the 4th sack this season that Queen City has given up. They are best in the league against that, but at a pivotal time, Adam Wiseman drops A.J. Caswell. 4th and 11. Caswell fires end zone. It doesn't matter! Touchdown! Doug Spelling spells out TD!
Yeah, that's a big TD for Queen City. I don't know if they're going to try to go for 2 yet. They may just settle for the extra point here and try for 2 if they get the ball and the touchdown after the onside kick. But with 57 seconds left to go, this is definitely a point where Queen City fans can still have hope that this game may go into overtime.
They will send out Judah Dorgan, 57 seconds left, to try and add the extra point to cut it to 8. Snap a little bit low. Dorgan gets it up. It's good. And I have a feeling, Aaron, that we're going to see an onside attempt. Now, they did, with that sack, have to burn a timeout. They are down to 2.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world having to only burn 1. Realistically, you'd want to keep all 3 at this point. But if you're Queen City, two timeouts here is definitely not the worst situation.
And Rosca Santagria collects the onside kick.
Yeah, Santagria has just been... his hands have been almost glue-like this game. He's got the 2 interceptions. He's got the pick 6. He makes a play on the onside kick, a part of the hands team. And now all Denver has to do is burn 56 seconds off the clock, Queen City's 2 timeouts, and they're going to come away with this one with an 8-point victory.
Want to welcome those of you who saw Mexico City in thrilling fashion come back against Houston. I was watching the scoreboard up in the top right here on Next Level Sports, and that looked like a wild one to be watching. This is Queen City and Denver. Denver has really controlled the time of possession on this one, has started running away, and Queen City just recently fought their way back into it. They were down by as much as 3 scores, but the Denver Nightwings got the onside kick, and Queen City now will burn their last timeout. It'll be 3rd and 13.
Yeah, and realistically, we're probably going to see Denver kneel it again and then punt it away, which would give Queen City an opportunity to potentially tie this one up. But, we could see Denver decide to do something gutsy and throw out of victory formation.
Denver will take a knee, and that will mean that Queen City will get the ball back, Aaron, with about 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, I didn't say it was likely, but it's possible. It's entirely possible.
A.J. Caswell today has thrown the ball 72% completion percentage, 26 of 36. He has 4 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. His long, though, 21 yards to Deezer Powell. That is the longest throw of the day. We'll see what Ochoa can do on the return. Clock now down to 6 seconds on the play clock. 4-3, and Denver will punt it away. Queen City comes after it. Oh, they didn't quite get there, but it was close. Ochoa is going to let this one bounce, and Denver, will walk it into the end zone.
That's unfortunate. That was a beautiful punt. I think realistically, they could have just continued to let that ball bounce without having to try to grab onto it because the clock was still running. That punt could have ended the game if the Nightwings had just let it sit there.
AJ Caswell this season, 2,500 yards coming into this game. He needs to find 80 of them here and a 2-point conversion to keep the game alive. 1st and 10 from the 20. That throw tipped up and intercepted. Ron Hoff ends the game for Denver. The Nightwings will move to 5-5 with a victory on the road against Queen City. Aaron, it was quite the game, and at the end of it, Denver pulls out the win.
Yeah, for a moment there were points in time where it's like, oh, Denver's got this in the bag. It's not even close. Queen City, though, this never say die attitude that they've shown, especially in the second half. Despite dropping to 4-6, Queen City has a lot to hold their heads up on here. They held Eric Price to under 300 yards. They picked him off twice. And, if things had gone slightly differently, this game could have easily gone into overtime.
And in a battle between two teams that needed a victory for playoff seeding, Denver was the one who got the victory and kept their hopes a little more on the positive side. Queen City, we don't think is out of the race. We'll have to do all the math after this week's games finish out. But really, it was important for Denver to get this win, and for Queen City, they are really going to have to get really perfect for the remaining games.
Yeah, Denver moves up to a game behind Sioux Falls for the lead in the West, now at 5-5. Queen City, unfortunately, is going to drop to 4-6. They're going to be 6 games behind the Baltimore Vultures, 2 games behind the third-place London Knights in the North. I think at this point we should probably start talking about who our player of the game's going to be.
Lots of candidates for this one, but I think it's either Eric Price or Bailey O'Shaughnessy for me. Yeah,
I definitely have to agree with you on that. Gonna take a bit of a joke from our broadcast chat here. Definitely got to give it to Bailey O'Shaughnessy, especially with that gorgeous run at the end of the second quarter, that ultimately is what ended up giving Denver more than a 1-point win.
Well, here in Buffalo, New York, your player of the game in this one was Bailey O'Shaughnessy. 17 attempts, 100 yards, 74 added through the air, 2 touchdowns on the ground. Well, for Aaron Alexander, I'm Andy Hamilton. We're going to send it to commercial break. SFL postgame update will follow this short break on Next Level Sports. Thank you all for tuning in to the SFL presented by APM Music.